I'm Macy Ledbetter,
I'm Matt Nernberg.
I'm Wade Ledbetter.
and we are Spring Creek Outdoors, and we welcome you to our plant identification video series. In our many travels, we learn that most landowners, managers, and hunters have a strong interest in learning about plants, but most are not able to identify very many of them, especially the more important ones.
These videos are not all-inclusive. We are not finished producing them, and we still have much work left to do. But the videos completed so far represent the majority of browse plant species you can expect to find on your ranch in Central, West, and South Texas.
The plants we've selected so far aren't necessarily the best, but rather the more common plants found throughout Texas. Each video explains how to identify each plant, explains their value to livestock, exotics, white-tailed deer, mule deer, dove, turkey, and quail, and provides management tips on how to promote or control it.
We selected the most commonly used names for each plant. Many plants have multiple common and/or slang names, even among the various reference books. We selected the one or two most common names for each plant, so know that there are indeed others out there, but for efficiency and to reduce confusion, we used the best one or two names based on our experience dealing with landowners from all over this huge state.
The video library is huge and will continue to be expanded as time warrants, so if you don't see a particular plant in the library yet, be patient and we will most likely have it added sooner rather than later. If you would like for us to add a plant in particular, email us from the website contact form and we will do our best to get it handled as soon as possible.
Unlike the typical plant ID books, we use multiple photos of our own that show not only the flower or fruit, but also the size, shape, and growth form of the plant. We've also included bark, trunk, and stem photos when possible to help you identify each plant. We realize that you may not ever see the flower or seed pod, so we've tried hard to showcase any and all identifying characteristics of each plant so that you may identify it throughout the year.
We ranked the plants according to preference using the standardized browse preference classification currently used by Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Back when I was with the department, I helped create the preference classification list for the South Texas plants, so I'm very comfortable with their origin and how they are used. For some plants that overlap into two or more ecoregions, we included both classifications if there were any discrepancies. Each classification was based on stomach and/or crop analysis, food habit studies, and watching literally hundreds of live animals feeding in a natural setting. So I have high confidence in these classifications and recommend that you learn to use them as well so you can identify the poor plants from the good ones and the good ones from the great ones. For example, the number one choice plants are those most highly selected for or preferred when other plants are available. These are the go-to plants that deer will select for while walking right past others. The number two choice plants are just that. When the most preferred plants are missing or not available, the number twos are the next best thing, and they won't hesitate to eat them, especially if no number ones are available. The number three plants are those plants that receive the least amount of browsing pressure, as they may be less palatable or digestible, and so they're not consumed except in extreme cases of bad weather or poor nutritional health. So know that number ones are the best of the best, number two are average and okay, and that number threes are typically not utilized much at all if number ones and number twos are available.
When possible, the crude protein percentages are provided using our own research with Lycian Equifeeds over the past 15 years. We have collected and analyzed plants from over 400 different ranches in every ecoregion of Texas in all of the most common soil types. We have collected plants at every elevation from sea level to the highest peaks of West Texas, and we are not aware of a more comprehensive and exhaustive soil and plant study in recent times. The protein contents listed in these videos are of our own research and labor, and they may vary in different soil types, but we elected to use the more common ranges in the more common soil types.
We hope you learn from and enjoy these videos as much as we enjoyed in producing them. We have already begun working on other videos highlighting grasses and forbs to be included in this series, and we hope you'll like them too. As Matt mentioned, we will continue to add to this library as time allows, so please check back often, share these videos with your friends, and let us hear from you with any questions or comments.
We here at Spring Creek Outdoors appreciate your interest in all things wild And please know that the three of us stand ready, willing, and able to assist you with all of your habitat, fisheries, and wildlife management needs. So feel free to contact any of us at any time. Thank you for watching.